what's up, you guys? It is Steve with EGS Productions, and I'm here with Cam from Cam Comics. How are you?
What's going on, Steve? How you doing, man?
Not bad. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Having a great time, man. I'm in Novi, Motor City Comic Con. It's the best.
Are you a local man?
Yes, I am. I'm from the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area. What's up, Ann Arbor and Michigan? What up?
Blue or green?
Blue or green? Well, I went to Eastern Michigan, so I'm going to go green. So there you go. I grew up a U of M kid, though. So.
All right, well, being around the city, what was your inspiration to go and get into comics?
You know what? Like, honestly, when I was a young kid, like, just reading, from X-Men, from Jack Kirby to Stan Lee's, like, writings, I always just was into that stuff and everything. And then coming to Comic-Con, I started seeing people from the local area doing their own books and stuff like that, and that just was major inspiration. But the one person that probably did inspire me was Aaron Warner. He was the creator of The Adventures of Aaron. And also one of my classmates, Tim Beiser. He's actually one of my, I also do rap music aside from comic books as well. And me and him do music and stuff as well. So yeah, influenced by friends and local people.
So can you go spin a rap for the camera then?
Oh, absolutely. Hey yo, check me out. I'm in the house, drawing, rapping up on the couch. In case you ain't know, I'm a working artist. It's sad that a few left and installed us. No worries, cause I'm picking up the slack. Kool-Aid Cam, Luke Cage rap. You might see me round town rolling in my hoopty. Been holding it down since the year 2G, OG now. I'm a phenom. Sell my comics, rhymes to build my kingdom. I'm Donkey Kong, toss all my swag. All the haters get ready to wave a white flag. It's a rap. And I'm not talking about foil cause Cameron Reynolds is smooth as Pennzoil. That's me. Broke dude in the burbs, trying to be the king of the comic book nerds, but I got a lot of work to do before that to prove to the haters that I can do rap and do it well with a story to tell. Because the game around here needs a tip of the scale.
Amazing. Amazing. You got people in the background clapping. So you also have CDs.
Yes,
absolutely. Here at Motor
absolutely.
City Comic Con.
Yep, they are. They're going $6 a piece. Rolling in my hoopty. The first one is $6, and the brand spanking new one is Kool-Aid Cam and His Wonderful World of Comics. It's $6, but I'm doing a deal 2 for $10.
All right, now what about your comics?
All right.
Tell me about this.
All right.
What's going on here?
All right, comics, I am a busy man. See,
Yes,
I'm
obviously.
busy. I'm
You're
very busy.
all over the spectrum here.
Yeah, so I got stuff for all ages, from the older crowd all the way down to the younger crowd. The series that I'm probably most well known for is it's No Shame Into It, because I'm proud of it. Michigan Motherfuckers is the name of the comic book. 3 issues deep, and it's a wild and crazy ride, and I'm glad all my Camp Comics fans have been loving the series as it keeps going. So Captive, it's a sci-fi prison break comic book. It journeys the main character who doesn't know his name. He actually wakes up out of a slumber, and he realizes that he doesn't know who he is or why he's in prison. So I take him on a crazy ride in that one. And I also got Unicorn #1.
Love that cover.
He is a crime-fighting unicorn.
Is smoking something there?
Yes, he is smoking a cigar.
Oh, there
Unicorn,
you go.
he actually picked up smoking, but if you read on to the comic book, Unicorn, he actually comes to Earth in search of an evil outlaw by the name of Surge. He meets up with 3 kids that show him the ropes around Michigan and stuff, but they also notice that he smokes too, and so they're trying to help him quit smoking. It's a bad habit that he picked up during during the Fluffy Wars back on his home planet. So he's trying to kick the habit for sure.
Nice.
So, but it's fun for all ages and it's action-packed. I'm a big fan of Jack Kirby, like I said, and so it's kind of like a throwback to old school, like muscle-bound heroes, having saving the day. And I also have a kids comic called Fluid, and also have an espionage spy thriller called Classified as well. And I actually wrote this with a good friend of mine, Eric Chatham. He's a comedian and a comedian writer out of California. Okay. And he was actually staying in the Detroit area not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
And he wrote the story and I illustrated it all. So good time. And I also have 24. It's a collection of my 24-hour comic books, 24 pages in a day. Crazy. And also, last but not least, is I Hate You, my graphic novel. 106 pages of revenge.
106 pages of revenge.
106 pages of revenge. I'm a big, we were talking about movies not too long ago. I was a big fan of the 70s cinema of like Shaft and like the Grindhouse stuff. Like, I'm trying to think of some ones off the top of my head, like Fred Williamson and Jim Brown and like all the Bruce Lee stuff. Like I'm a big old fan of that stuff.
Enter the Dragon?
Enter the Dragon. Oh my God, it's like the oh my God, it's like Oh, it's like the staple of martial arts cinema.
All right, tell me about Michigan Motherfuckers.
Okay, well, Michigan Motherfuckers follows the main character. His name's Frank. Frank, he's actually, he just gets out of college. He's just trying to figure out what the heck he wants to do with his life. So he moves back home to Michigan, where he teams up with his best friend. His name is Sam. And Sam is actually his best friend. He's just trying to pick his spirits up. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to this party tonight. Why don't you come with me? So him and two more of their buddies go to a party, and they're having a good time. I actually introduced 4 female lead characters also into the mix. So you got 8 full characters as stars of the whole comic series and whatnot. They're having a great time. And then supernatural things start happening.
Okay.
People start transforming, and they start turning into monsters and stuff like that. And so then I kind of hit go on the go and just like have them go on a crazy ride. It's a lot of fun, and I hope to have a 4th one done sometime late next year.
Of all these books, is there a character in these books that was taken from your life? A couple pieces from you thrown into a single character, or is it kind of spread out?
You know what? It's kind of spread out, but I would say the Michigan series was definitely that. You know, when I got out of college at Eastern, and you know, I always just wanted to I wanted to be selfish. I wanted to make a book for myself. You know, and I always wanted to make a book of characters that were loosely based off of my friends. And growing up, I was trying to do superhero angle. It just wasn't working. And then but I've been such a big fan of movies and stuff like that. I started looking at it more as a movie script. And then I researched a bunch of storyboard artists and stuff like that. I was just like, you know what? How about I just write like almost a movie and illustrate? You know, so that's pretty much how you got Michigan Motherfuckers and stuff like that. So
you tell me about your comics. You tell me about the music, everything that you have displayed here. What are you into when you're not working on a comic?
When I'm not working on a comic, I'm, you know what? That's it. I'm usually always drawing, or I'm hanging out with my lovely fiance Rachel Hamilton, who's also AKA Penny Lane. she pops up every now and then. I have a comic strip online on camcomics.com as well. So you know, I'm usually just hanging out with friends, and we're kicking it, listening to rap music, or we're also just watching TV and watching shows. And I'm a big fan of I have bad movie night at my house.
Bad movie night.
Yeah,
All right.
at least like once or twice a month I have bad movie night.
Well, you guys sit around watching Netflix, like the 1-star movies, you go and pick them?
Yep.
Excellent. I do the same
We
thing.
watch the bad stuff, man, and we even try to find obscure DVDs that we might have in our collection that we'll just find. Like I saw something called like Mega Snake versus like Octopus or something like that. Like we'll watch it. It's a great time.
Sounds like a Sharknado kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. It's that thing. It's that stuff. It's just like that.
All right, so where can people go out there and find your artwork? Can you go and commission artwork for people?
Yeah, I actually do commission work. Just hit me up online at camcomics.com on the homepage.
That is with Cam with the K.
Yes, Cam with the K. Cam Comics. K-A-M and comics with a K. Yeah. .com. Yeah, you can hit me up on there. I do gifts for people and drawings, and I've done people's families and whatnot. So, hey, if you need some comic book related, like drawn out, we'll work something out for sure.
Besides camcomics.com, you got a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
Yep, I'm on.
Exactly.
I'm on Facebook, Twitter. Yep. Just recently, I got on Instagram probably about 2 weeks ago, so you can find me on there too. I'm posting pictures all weekend, so there you go.
Excellent, Cam. Thank you for taking so much time out of your day to talk to me. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, Steve.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me for sure.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.